It's the news at 7 on ASO Television. I am Rosemary Ukokotega. Apologies for coming a little behind schedule. The headlines. President Tinubu to commission new petroleum and energy postgraduate university in Kaduna. Federal government debunks UK Conservative Party leader Badenoch's citizenship claim. Nigeria's gross domestic product rises by 3.13% in first quarter of 2025 after rebasing, according to NBS. You're watching ASO Television News. You can watch us live on GSTV 392, StarTimes TV 127, Free TV 507 on the UHF band. We are on channel 38. President Bola Tinubu is to commission the newly established College of Petroleum and Energy Studies, Kaduna CPESC, following the grant of a provisional license for its operation as a private postgraduate university. The announcement was made by the Kaduna State Governor, Senator Abbas Sani, when he received the Executive Secretary of the Petroleum Technology Development Fund, PTDF, Ahmad Galadima Aminu, at Sakashim Ibrahim House on Monday. Governor Sani, while commending the President for his commitment to human capital development, emphasized the strategic importance of the new institution in transforming Nigeria's energy landscape. He assured the PTF of the state government's full support to ensure a successful commissioning and smooth operation of the college. Earlier, the PTDF boss, Ahmed Galadima, briefed the governor on the progress made toward the formal takeoff of the college, disclosing that CPESC is scheduled to admit its first cohort of PhD students in September 2025. He said a total of 3,702 applications were received for the split-site PhD program and that screening and interviews are currently ongoing. And the Faculty of Energy, Law and Management Sciences. The PTDF Executive Secretary recalls that the idea for CPESC was initiated in 2009, aiming to train senior technical, managerial and executive personnel for Nigeria's energy sector. The federal government has debunked claims by Kemi Badenoch, leader of the UK Conservative Party, that Nigeria's law does not allow women to pass on citizenship to their children. The special advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, described as false the claim by the leader of the United Kingdom's Conservative Party that she cannot pass her Nigerian citizenship to her children as a woman. Onanuga, in a post on his X handle, said Badenoch owed her fatherland an apology for the misleading statement. The President's special advisor urged Britain to send the Conservative Party leader, whom he described as lost daughter, back to Nigeria for a proper re-education. Quoting Section 25 of the Nigerian Constitution, Onanuga emphasized that every person born outside Nigeria is a citizen by birth if either of their parents is a Nigerian citizen. Badenoch had claimed that she is unable to pass on Nigerian citizenship to her children because she is a woman. While speaking with CNN's Farid Zakaria during an interview, Ms. Badenoch said on Sunday that many Nigerians are taking advantage of the UK's relatively easy citizenship. She argued that immigrants often exploit Britain's system, adding that Nigerians easily become UK citizens, whereas her children cannot obtain Nigerian citizenship. Badenoch spent much of her childhood in Nigeria before returning to the UK at age 16. She has 3 children with her Scottish banker husband Hamish Badenoch and adopted his surname after marriage. The House of Representatives on Finance has approved the sum of 105.14 billion naira as the 2025 appropriation bill for the Revenue Mobilization Allocation and Fiscal Commission RMAFC. The approval followed presentation by Chairman of the Commission, Mr. Mohammed Shehu, during a budget session with the management of RMAFC on Tuesday in Abuja. The RFMAC's chairman in his presentation said of the 105.4 billion naira, the sum of 20.6 billion naira is for personnel, while the sum of 8.9 billion naira is for overhead. The RMAFC headsman said that the sum of 75.5 billion naira, which represents 71.8% of the total budget, is earmarked for capital estimates. He commended the committee for championing the recent amendment of the RMAFC Act, saying it had positioned the commission to function better. Chairman of the committee, Mr. James Faleke, said the committee, after going through the budget, is satisfied with the estimates. He said that the committee, through its oversight function, will ensure full implementation of the budget. Now the bill, following the adoption, is to be presented to the Committee of the Whole for third reading and onward transmission to the President for assent. Minister of State for Education, Professor Suwaiba Ahmed Al-Kali, has launched the Communities of Practice Corps under the Quality Education and Learning Outcomes Initiative. This milestone event marks a significant step in transforming education delivery and professional collaboration in Nigerian schools. The theme of the workshop, Revamping Education Through Collaboration, Innovation and Practice, highlights the importance of corps as learning communities and hubs of shared knowledge. Professor Suwaiba emphasized the transformative power of corps, enabling educators to maximize limited resources and unlock their full potential. She said the launch of corps is a strategic step towards the rollout of the Edo Revamped digital platform, which will boost teaching skills with 21st century tools and incentive process.
These teachers that are trained today are the coordinators for the Committee of Practice. But at the same time, we have teacher capacity building that is being developed almost at the final level. With this teacher capacity building is a digital platform for training of teachers, and we have about 5 modules. It's teacher capacity building. So these experts that are trained today are expected also to be coordinators of that digital training platform. That will serve as resources, that will serve as supporters of teachers to key into this program. Once we train them today, we start the Committee of Practice. Then once we roll out the teacher capacity building, that is the digital platform for teacher capacity building, these experts are equally expected to support the teachers in actually partaking in that digital platform for teacher capacity building.
Professor Mustafa Tajuddin of Science Education at Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida University, La Pai, says the workshop aligns with the federal government's commitment to implementing inclusive education policies and promoting accessible learning for all.
I've mentioned that the focus of this workshop and training will focus briefly on the COP and our experience of establishing community of practice. The COP actually provided a social platform for our teachers for the purpose of exchange, sharing experiences and knowledge, discussing their challenges, providing solutions collectively, especially towards one, utilization of the OERs that we have developed. And also understanding the new orientation and the initiatives of promoting higher order teaching strategies in the classroom, and also implementing inclusive pedagogy.
Professor Suwaiba congratulated the pioneers of this bold new approach, urging them to lead change and take the energy back to their schools and networks. Cape Praise Montessori Academy has held a successful graduation ceremony for its nursery and primary pupils of Class 2025 here in Abuja. The event showcased the academic prowess and artistic talents of the graduating pupils. Daniel Obi was there and now tells us more.
The event, which was a testament to the school's achievements to fostering holistic development and excellence in its students, featured a range of captivating performances, including a mock news bulletin presentation, a beautiful ballet dance performance, and an impressive recitation.
Plenty. I've got a who's it's and what's it's galore. You want thingamabobs? I got 20.
The graduation ceremony was attended by proud parents who were impressed by the pupils' performances as well as achievements.
What I see about Cape Praise and the owner of Cape Praise, that's the CEO, I see so much passion in her.
Graduating from a primary school is a step in the right direction. It's something that is necessary. So I wish all the graduating students success, especially as they go ahead, as they move forward in their academic pursuits.
The school should be rated 9/10. The school is trying, and I believe with this hand, they will take our children to the highest level.
The school management, staff, and some of the graduating students took time to speak on what the academic journey had been like, as well as their hopes and aspirations for the future.
Praise Montessori Academy has always had a high standard of education. We've always prioritized our learning, and our children, already as they are, we always do what is called step ahead. So even the children in grade 2, they're already like they're in grade 3 and so forth. So the children, as far as standard of education, is very high. And we do what is called holistic education. We try to make sure that our children are all-rounded. Apart from preparing them to be leaders of tomorrow, we try to make them to be professionals in their field.
The kind of equipment they have in the school alone, it's something that should stand out for real. For real. I talk about this Cape Praise. I tell my family members, I tell friends, because this is something I've not seen I rarely see in other schools, and it's a great one.
It was quite hard, but I managed to do it. It's hard with my hard work.
I feel excited and also kinda anxious.
The highlight of the ceremony was the announcement of Master Chukwukere Ejimoye Kosiso, one of the graduating pupils, as the top scorer in the IQ test results for the entire Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. This achievement is a testament to Master Kosiso's exceptional cognitive abilities and the school's dedication to nurturing academic talents. Daniel Obi, ASO Television News.
The chairman of Abaji Area Council of the FCT, Alhaji Abubakar Umar Abdullahi, has charged the newly appointed cabinet members to serve their people diligently. A statement issued by the chairman's chief press secretary, Comrade Abu Mohammed, said the chairman urged the new members to consult and collaborate with former cabinet colleagues and focus on driving key programs already initiated by his administration. He noted that the reshuffling aims to reinvigorate certain sectors where his government desires to achieve improved results. The chairman reminded the appointees that they bring new energy, ideas, experiences, and vigor to the existing team. He tasked them to study their sectors carefully, seek wise counsel, reach out to key stakeholders, and resist bad counsel and temptation. Alhaji Abubakar Umar Abdullahi seized the opportunity to announce a significant increase in the salary of council vigilantes, raising from 30,000 naira to 70,000 naira, effective immediately. The Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbertukun, met with the protesting retired police officers in Abuja on Monday to chart new ways of resolving the issues that led to some retired police officers' protest at the National Assembly demanding their removal from the contributory pension scheme. The demonstrators, mostly elderly, stood in the rain holding placards and chanting anti-government songs. Some of the retired police officers also besieged the force headquarters in Abuja to protest against CPS. Addressing the protesters, the IGP said welfare of retired police officers is being addressed, but the exit of the force from the contributory pension scheme is not something that can be activated immediately. Egbetukun, however, advised the leaders of the protest to refrain from spreading wrong narratives as the force cannot abandon their own. The meeting happened at the Peacekeeping Hall, Force Headquarters in Abuja. You're watching ASO Television News. You can watch us live on GSTV 392, StarTimes TV 127, Free TV 547, and on the UHF band 38. Still coming up in the news after the timeout. Nigeria's GDP raises by 3.13% in first quarter of 2025 after rebasing, and this is according to the NBS. Stay with us as we go on a quick break.
We were warned about this marriage. Because we did not listen, a young maiden is dead.
Nana, come here. Hi. Why do you speak so freely with a stranger from Ajani?
We were just talking about offering Ojigijag a seat on the council.
The gods be praised. He has 2 wives. So why are you making it look like it is a big deal?
Going on ahead with other stories, a member representing Jama Sanga Federal Constituency, Kaduna State in the Federal House of Representatives, Mr. Dan Amos, has given 400 million naira to 2,000 beneficiaries during his midterm scorecard presentation as a legislator. He issued the checks to the beneficiaries in his constituency office in Sanga in Kaduna State. Our National Assembly correspondent Topsy Gimba was there, and now tells us more.
Honorable Dan Amos, who's barely just 2 years as a legislator for a 4-year term representation, celebrated both the midterm scorecard as a member of the House of Representatives as well as his birthday before his supporters in Falankarshi, Sanga local government of Kaduna State. In a colorful event, he presented cash awards and also distributed number of tricycles and motorbikes a day to the celebration to his constituents. Honorable Dan Amos disclosed that he hoped to make future young millionaires in his constituency before the end of his first term representation in the House.
The last government, Sunji Kiyama Mutanemu, and the government of Ubasani honestly has warmed up to our people by Kiyama Mutanemu. We see appointment given to our sons and daughters, and we're very encouraged. We're grateful. But like I said, we're asking that more should be done, because we deserve more, and also because we know that they can do more.
He blamed the high level of disillusionment among the youth to poor representation by those who were in the House of Representatives before him and promised to be different.
Please accept my appreciation that you have been able to give us and give me particularly the support to operate and service the 350 members and the 10 leaders that we have, making the 360 members that we have in the 10th House of Representatives.
The minority leader and a ranking member of the House of Representatives in the 10th Assembly, Honorable Kingsley Chinda from Rivers State, who also attended the ceremony as chairman of the occasion, described Honorable Dan Amos as the finest member ever produced in the constituency and advised the constituents to look ahead to 2027 for better days to come. He encouraged Honorable Dan Amos to maintain the good things he is doing and not to abandon his people.
And we pray that even as we live here today, that Dan Amos has just started. From our experience with him, there are several ways and several places you can maximize them.
Many party leaders and invited dignitaries spoke about the good qualities of Honorable Dan Amos. Amongst them were the former PDP State Chairman, Mr. Hassan Felix Hiet, the former Deputy Governor of Kaduna State, Ambassador Nuhu Bajoga, the present PDP State Chairman, Mr. Edward Masha, and the Senator representing Kaduna South, Sunday Masha Katun, represented at the occasion by Mr. Danjuma Akuso.
We have given him our vote, we have entrusted our mandate that he should go there and represent us. I'm glad to inform you that he has represented us and he is representing us.
Ya taba mata, most especially women in politics, action ladies, gaskiya yayi mana ba abin da zamu ce mishi sai dai mu ce mishi mun gode. Ubangijin Allah ya kiyaye shi, ya kare shi, ya bashi duk abin da yake nema.
Yadda shi honorable yana mana ni na benefit last time December ya bani 100,000. Muna mashi addu'a sai dai elder forum na sanga suna ce ya lura da su an manta da elder forum so muna roka Allah ya kai shi duk inda zai kai shi muna mashi addu'a.
Honorable Dan Amos was also honored as a patron to National Youth Association Sanga branch. The venue of the empowerment program was sieged by party supporters as they were dancing and hitting drums in a complete condition of amazement. Topsy Gimba, ASO Television News.
Now to the diplomatic scene. Nigeria and Egypt have signed a memorandum of understanding to strengthen cooperation in aviation and aerospace development. The agreement follows bilateral talks in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, where both nations reviewed and updated their bilateral air service agreement, BASA, in line with the new African Civil Aviation Commission framework. Nigeria's Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo, described the signing ceremony, which held at the Ministry of Aviation's headquarters in Abuja, as a historic milestone, noting that the partnership would boost regional connectivity, technical cooperation, and joint investment in civil aviation infrastructure across Africa. Egypt's Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Badri Abdelati, emphasized Nigeria's commitment to deepening ties with Nigeria. Noting the strong demand for air travels between two countries, with Egypt Air already operating over 600 flights annually to Lagos and Kano. Permanent Secretary of the Ministry, Dr. Ibrahim Kana, highlighted the long-standing commercial and cultural ties between both nations and called for broader collaboration among Nigeria, Egypt, and South Africa to drive Africa's technological and economic growth. The Federal Ministry of Aviation and Aerospace Development has concluded a 5-day training workshop for its information and public relations officers aimed at strengthening communication, collaboration, and coordination across Nigeria's aviation sector. The workshop, which held in Calabar and facilitated by the African Investment and Development Group, brought together 40 officers from the ministry and its key agencies with the aim of improving interagency synergy, effective communication strategies, and leveraging technology to enhance public engagement. Lead facilitator Dr. Frimpong Boateng emphasized the importance of breaking silos, promoting trust, and acquiring relevant information skills to boost decision-making and problem-solving in a complex aviation environment. Officials from NAMA and FAN praised the initiative, calling it a milestone in building capacity and teamwork within the sector. The ministry's head of press, Mr. Odutayo Oluseyi, thanked Minister Festus Keyamo for championing the training, describing it as a historic first and a step forward in advancing the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Tinubu. Participants came from agencies including NAMA, FAN, NCAA, NCAT, and NSIB. The Nigeria Civil Aviation Authority (NCAA) has sounded a strong reminder to all international airlines operating in the country to comply or face sanctions. The NCAA, in a statement released today by its Director of Public Affairs and Consumer Protection, Michael Achimogo, emphasized the importance of adhering to currency declaration regulations for inbound passengers as part of Nigeria's broader commitment to fighting money laundering and terrorism financing. According to the statement, international airlines have been instructed to announce mid-flight or before landing that all passengers are legally required to declare any cash or bearer negotiable instruments exceeding $10,000 or its equivalent upon arrival in Nigeria. Airlines are also mandated to distribute currency declaration forms on board, enabling passengers to complete them prior to landing. According to the NCAA, some carriers are still falling short of these requirements, a situation it said will no longer be tolerated, stressing that full compliance is not optional and warned that non-compliant airlines will face sanctions. The statement underscores that airline cooperation is critical in ensuring Nigeria remains in line with international financial standards. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs has strongly refuted allegations made by the African Democratic Congress (ADC) regarding Nigeria's foreign representation and its pace of ambassadorial appointments under President Bola Tinubu's administration. The ministry described the ADC's remarks as alarmist, politically motivated and fundamentally misinformed about the operational realities of international diplomacy. In a statement signed by the Special Assistant on Media and Communication Strategy to the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Al-Qasim Abdulkadir, the ministry asserted that Nigeria's foreign missions are fully functional with seasoned diplomats and experienced chargé d'affaires advancing the country's interests and providing consular services. The ministry highlighted recent high-level engagements by Foreign Affairs Minister Ambassador Yusuf Maitama Tugar, demonstrating Nigeria's robust external relations. It emphasized that ambassadorial appointments would be made based on merit, competence and national interest, in line with President Tinubu's renewed hope agenda. The ministry dismissed the ADC's claims as political opportunism and urged political actors to exercise restraint and responsibility in matters relating to foreign policy. The Nigerian National Petroleum Company (NNPC) Limited has declared 905 billion naira profit after tax for June 2025. The state-owned oil and gas firm also remitted a total of 6.96 trillion naira to the Federation account within first 5 months of 2025. This is contained in the data from the NNPCL's monthly report summary for June released on Monday in Abuja. The report showed that the company also posted a profit after tax of 905 billion naira for June 2025, making a decline from the 1.054 trillion naira reported in May. Despite the drop in monthly profit, the company affirmed a total statutory remittance of 6.961 trillion naira to the Federation account from January to May 2025, up from 5.583 trillion naira recorded between January and April of the same year. And that's the note we can take on the news at 7 today. Many thanks for watching. I am Rosemary Ukokotega. Good night.